Hey everyone, this is Expat and welcome into Warp Factor 10, our show about all things Star Trek here on the Arena Productions. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Strange New World Season 2, Episode 9, titled SUBSPACE Rapsody, which in my opinion is one of the most unique episodes ever devised for the franchise, and a definite move away from the last episode's dark theme. Before we continue, I just want to let you all know that I will be discussing spoilers throughout this review, so if you've not seen the episode, please watch it before watching the remainder of this video. So there is your spoiler warning. So we start the episode with the Enterprise being at the edge of the Alpha Quadrant studying a subspace fold Spock thinks can triple communication speed. Uhura works her magic to keep comms operational, and Pike discusses plans with Patel about vacation plans that don't come to fruition. In the transporter room, we see an anxious La'an about to meet Kirk again, who seems to be coming aboard again to receive first officer training from Una. In sickbay, Nurse Chapel is about to find out that her fellowship has been accepted, which will take her from the ship for 3 months. You kind of had to feel happy for her, for what she had gone through with the Vulcan Science Academy situation. And now we get to the part of the episode which starts to make things turn off the rails when Spock is having trouble figuring out how to tap into the super communication capability of this subspace fold. He then takes up Palia's suggestion to use music, since fundamental harmonics might work within the fold's different laws of physics. So Uhura comes up with some classic Cole Porter, which sends a ripple effect from the fold through the ship. Shout out to Willie from Temple of Doom. Anything goes, right? Then the music begins. Apology is the most unfounding thing. We appear to be singing, most unusual, so peculiar. All systems stable, all systems stable. But why am I singing? Sorry, I just had to throw that in. I mean, this episode really wants to make us sing. I never would have thought Ethan Peck, along with all the others, had wonderful voices, which just shows how multi-talented this cast truly is. With this quantum improbability field having been created, now through song each crew member's innermost feelings and thoughts are being outwardly projected, which could pose a security risk, as La'an rightly points out. From her own feelings about Kirk, Nurse Chapel on being free, Spock feeling blue and referring to himself as the X, Una telling Kirk to be true to his crew, and then Pike embarrassingly having an argument with his girlfriend Captain Patel in front of his crew on the bridge, all shows a side of these characters that has been waiting to spill out for some time, and all the musical numbers here were just amazing. So I really loved all of that. Some other parts of the episode that really stuck out to me were the tell-all of La'an's other Kirk, and Kirk mentioning Carol Marcus and her being pregnant. And obviously that Klingon moment just had me rolling over in laughter. It was so cool. And actually the general on the bridge there for the Klingons, none other than the actor who portrayed Hemmer in the series. So yeah, that was really cool. So all in all, this was an episode for the ages, man. We just might not ever see one like this again. With the entire crew singing and dancing together, they're able to break apart the subspace fold and return everything to normal for the fleet, the Klingons, and hopefully the Enterprise's crew. But we leave with some unanswered questions, like what is the priority one mission Patel is going on? Will Spock and Nurse Chapel get back together after her fellowship ends? And will La'an buy Kirk that drink that she still owes him? So anyway, that was my review of the episode. And one other thing I want to talk about before we end this episode is next week, the final episode of the season, titled Hegemony. And it's written by Henry Alonzo Mayers. And it's going to most likely be the Gorn episode. We're going to see a fully grown Gorn in this episode. I'm sure that the writers and the producers of the show, they really want to go out with a bang. And the past few weeks, I mean, it's interesting how we went from Under the Cloak of War, which was a very dark episode, to Subspace Rhapsody, which was completely like 360-degree turn, for the fun and of it all and the musical. And now we're going to get to Hegemony, and this is going to be a gripping, probably very dark episode as well. And I'm really looking forward to bringing you the review and discussion of that. And it's going to be interesting to see, obviously, with the writer's strike, how much longer it's going to be before season 3 can actually go into production and post-production and come to us onto Paramount Plus and to all of us. So, but next week it's going to be really exciting. We're really looking forward to it. So, just hang on to your hats, because it's going to be a wild ride, I think. And don't be surprised if we get a major death or two from one of the characters, either one of the side characters or one of the crew characters in this episode. So anyway, that's my prediction for next week. And we're really excited for it. And we're really looking forward to any comments that you might have had on Subspace Rhapsody. Was it an episode for you, or was it one of those episodes where you were kind of like, it was okay, but I'm really looking forward to the final episode of the season? We really like to hear from you and your comments, so please leave us some comments about this episode, what you liked about it, what you disliked about it, and we'd love to read them and get back to you on those. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and if you like this video, be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell for when we drop a new episode of Warp Factor 10 here on the Arena Productions, and we hope to catch you next week for the season finale review and discussion of Star Trek Strange New World Season 2, which most likely is going to be our Gorn episode. So really excited for that. So anyway, I've been your host, Expat. Until next week, take care and live long and prosper, everyone. Peace out.